Hi guys, thanks for tuning into the channel today. Over the past 8 years I've bought a huge amount of new bikes, and I've got to say this KTM 390 adventure bike, although I haven't been riding it that much lately because I've been tied up with the Enfield 500 trials, I still think it's a great looking bike, and that's why it's still here. At the moment I've put something like 1280 kilometres on it. They've all been trouble free, never had a problem with the bike since the day I picked it up. It's already been in for its first service, like I said, trouble free. Some people mentioned in the beginning when I first bought the bike I had a bit of trouble with KTMs, but at this stage not a problem whatsoever. I've had more drama with other bikes I've had compared to this bike, so if you're out there and on the fence there wondering about a KTM, from my experience alone, like I mentioned, not a problem. Now I also think if you're a learner or just a new guy coming back into the sport and you're looking at something that's at a reasonable price, and I think $9,000 right away for this particular bike's a pretty good price. And I think when you consider all the safety features you're getting, like the ABS, the cornering ABS, the traction control, the TFT screen, and all goods like that, I think you're getting a really good package. This is a really safe bike to ride. The handling on this bike is really good, whether you're on the seal stuff or not. I found once I got it on the dirt, it was a little bit sort of down on power in the first 4,000 revs. Like there was no torque there to sort of pull you out of any hard spots, but I've sort of sorted that out. I did try a 14-tooth sprocket up front, which I wasn't 100% satisfied with, so I contacted a supplier in India who custom made me this. So there it is, a 47-tooth rear sprocket. Even got me Ride with Warro, or engraved that on it for me. So that 47-tooth rear will give it the power to be, or supposedly it'll give it that power to get out onto the dirt and pull it along quite well, you know, like up into the hills. That will solve that. So to give you an idea, I'm in Australia, that 47-tooth was something like about $77, $80 AU to buy, plus they could only send it out by, I think it was DHL, and that was about $100 freight, so that sprocket worked out at around $180 delivered. So another thing I do like about this particular bike is the weight. It comes in around about 170 kilos, so if you look at these guys here, the Interceptor pushes 200 kilos. This Classic 500 almost on 200 kilos too, they're both in the high 190s. You can really notice the difference with this one, how easy it is to push around, move in place. So, you know, like at a 170, it's a nice lightweight bike to move about. On the other hand, the seat height's a little bit up a bit compared to the other bikes. I think it's about 835, something like that. These sit down a lot lower. But once you're on this bike, it doesn't take long to settle into it, so I'm 5'9", I have no trouble getting on, riding it around, and the best thing about this bike, like I said earlier, it's a great handling bike, and it's got power where it can send you down the highway, no trouble at all, sitting on 100 kilometres an hour, and I don't go out there speeding around, see how fast I can go, but what I can say about the bike, on the seal stuff, it is a really good handling bike. My opinion would be, it would definitely out-handle both these bikes, and I think it'd do it quite easy. Now there is one thing that neither one of these bikes could do. Came up to a corner extremely fast, had to go really hard on the brakes. This bike is fitted with, I think it's called lean angle ABS braking, and if I wouldn't have been on the bike, or this particular bike that day, and was able to steer the bike around the corner under brakes, there's no doubt I would not have got around that sharp 25 km/h corner on either one of these bikes. I would have been off the road for sure, there's no risk. That's how good the brakes were when I applied them. I was actually able to steer the bike around the corner. I came up to that corner that fast, and I thought afterwards, wow, that is really impressive on this particular 390 bike with all the features it's got. I wouldn't say it was a scary event because it happened so fast. I would have been on the other bikes, I wouldn't have been accelerating that quick anyway, so I probably would have happened, but this bike knows how to party if you get into it. So that's just one of the features on this bike what I found out. I also found out it's really good on gas. Like I said, it cruises easy at 100 kilometres an hour, and I would say out of all the bikes I've bought over the past 8 years, it'd be in the top 3. Now, if you say, is it outright the best bike I've bought? Well, you know, I still like these bikes here, and these are my Enfield bikes, and, you know, like, it's an old school sort of a rider. Naturally, I like the old school type of bikes, and these ones here are more for the younger blokes that like them, and I just like it for the fact is they look at a good, reliable bike. You can get on, go anywhere you want to, and so far, in 1280 kilometres, I can get there anytime I want to. It can sit there for weeks, turn the key, press the starter, and away it goes, and I don't have any problem with it, and that's what I like about it, and I think it's a very good value for money. So if you're on the fence there thinking about one of these KTM Adventures, and these sort of bikes don't appeal to you because these only appeal to a certain range of people or riders, if you're a young bloke out there looking for something and you want to go a bit of dirt road running and the sealed road too, don't rule out getting on one of these, because I think you'll have a great deal of fun and you'll be able to do both. I think later on, as soon as I get out there and whip that 47-tooth rear sprocket on it and take it back out and try it again on the dirt roads, it'll be a world of difference to this bike, where first it was a bit of a bogger down in that area, and I think when I get that on it, it'll be a totally different bike in that area too. So stay tuned, I'll get that 47 tooth on it shortly. We'll get out there, give her a belt, see how it goes, and apart from that, all good. And if you'd like to subscribe to the channel, please do, and I'll catch up with you at a later date. And next one will be, I think, when I try to fit that rear sprocket and get out there and give it a hit. Thanks for watching.